The other day, my neighbor's wife told me that her husband no longer ate her food, and then I gave her my mom's recipe for tasty meals. She collected it and returned to her apartment. 3 days later, she came back to meet me. At first, I thought she wanted to ask for more recipes, but her facial expression had proven me wrong. "Mama Nkechi, what brings you to our house this time?" I interrogated her. She raised her face and said bluntly, "Since I prepared some food with that recipe you gave me, my husband has become effeminate." I didn't believe what she said, so she reiterated, "I said my husband now behaves like a woman." My eyes were widened and I tried to defend her husband. "How does he behave like a woman? Because your husband, whom I know very well, is strong and manly." She yelled at me. I said my husband does the laundry, cooks, and has even refused to go to work, and you're here doing like you don't understand me. "You mean your husband does all these things and you're still complaining?" I questioned. My neighbor's wife hissed loudly, "Of what use is my husband if he can't provide for the family?" She muttered with her eyes wandering around. Then, I recalled that my father had the same issue before he passed on, though my siblings and I were still small at the time it happened. She was ranting about her predicament when my mom returned home from work. "What happened?" she asked anxiously. This woman." My mom interrupted, "This one you're stuttering. I hope you've not done anything bad to her children." My neighbor's wife responded, "She hasn't done anything to my children but..." She paused. "But what?" my mom probed. She cleared her throat and then continued, "Your daughter gave me a recipe 3 days ago when I complained about my husband to her that my husband had refused to eat my food." My mom dropped the bag she held on the ground and placed her 2 hands on her head. "Oh my God, Cynthia, what did you do?" she bellowed. "I was trying to save her marriage," I mumbled softly. My mom turned her gaze to me and warned sternly, "If I hear you say a word, I'll punish you severely." My lips were sealed, but my neighbor's wife seemed to be more troubled. "Mummy Cynthia, what's the solution to my predicament?" she asked, panicking. "Felicia, there's no solution, you can only manage him until the time he passes on," my mom said as she tried to be tactical. She broke down and cried, "How will I survive?" she later asked. My mom moved closer to her, and she gave her a handkerchief to wipe the tears trickling down her cheeks. "Does your husband have some property?" she asked, looking straight into her eyes. Felicia nodded her in affirmation. "Yes, he has property across the state." My mom smiled cynically. "You're now a free woman," she said to Felicia, "go on and flex." She looked like she was being manipulated. "You know I'm naive when it comes to things like that," she said feebly. "Don't worry, I'll expose you to certain things and you'll like them. But don't allow any of your husband's family to know what happened to him," my mom told her. "Okay, ma'am, I'll not tell anyone about it," she uttered, taking a step forward. Felicia quietly moved into her apartment while my mom and I returned to the house. Would you want to know what happened to Felicia's husband? Stay tuned for the next episode. Story title: My Mother's Recipe. Episode 1 #everyone she #everyone #highlights.